In section 10.4, ellipses, I have this nice little note sheet for you guys. And hopefully this helps. We have a lot of vocabulary to deal with our ellipses. So I guess we'll start there. As you guys saw in that investigation, our ellipse is formed by, let's see if I can show this autofocus off. Our ellipse is formed by holding our ends of our string here. This is what we did anyway. And then holding our pencil and tracing it around along with our string. Okay, so every point on our ellipse is the length of that string away. Okay, so if I was talking about this point on my ellipse, if I add up the lengths of my string here, so this length and this length, that's our specific distance away. Okay, this point way over here, well, our string hasn't changed lengths, so this length plus this length is the same. And that's where our definition of our ellipse comes in. So an ellipse, by definition, is all points where the sum of the distances to two fixed points is a constant. Okay, again, the sum of our distances, I'm looking at this point on my ellipse, the distance from here to a focus plus the distance from that point to this focus is the same as the distance from this point to the focus plus the distance from that point to this focus. Now, sum of the distances is the same. Those points, just like how parabolas are formed by using our focus, those 2 points are also, each one is a focus. So focus of an ellipse is one of those 2 fixed points. The plural of that is foci. All right, so some other vocabulary to go along with our ellipse, and I'm going to use this diagram here quite a bit. Okay. The major axis, my next vocab word, is the longer edge of an ellipse. And that major axis, our longer edge, is the axis that's going to contain our foci. So if I look at this diagram here, my major axis is horizontal. It's our, I guess, your longer direction of your ellipse. This is our major axis. And then our minor axis is the shorter edge of the ellipse. And it's always going to be perpendicular to the major axis. Don't forget that symbol is our symbol for perpendicular. On my diagram, our major axis is this vertical. Our minor axis right there. All right, some more vocab. Vertices of an ellipse. The vertices of an ellipse are the endpoints of the major axis. So our first vertex on our ellipse would be right here. And we'd also have a vertex right here. and our co-vertices of our ellipse are the endpoints of the minor axis. The minor axis is our shorter edge again. Our co-vertices are those endpoints. We have a co-vertex here and a co-vertex here. All right, so there's all of our vocabulary. Now let's look at our equations. For all of our equations, our center, or for all of our ellipses that we work with, our center is going to be at 0, 0. We're not going to translate our ellipses at all. And the center, it's not really a full center because our radius isn't equal, but that's going to be kind of like the origin, that point 0, 0. Our ellipse is still kind of centered around that. So our equations for ellipses look like this. We have x squared over a squared plus y squared over b squared equals 1. Now when we're working with ellipses in section 1, we didn't really have the fractions here, but we can still have fractions, that's all right. Those fractions, our a and b values, are really, really helpful. First of all, a and b tell you what our vertices and co-vertices are. They also help us figure out what our ellipse looks like. If our ellipse is more like a football, where it's, more horizontal, like that, or if it's like a rugby ball, where usually it's up and down, or an egg, there we go, more like an egg. So A and B tells us that as well. If A is greater than B, the ellipse is horizontal. If A is less than B, the ellipse is vertical. I guess the way I like to think about this is that whatever the bigger number is longer in that direction. So if A is greater than B, I have a longer number paired with the x. I have a bigger number paired with x. That means it's horizontal. So I like to think of it not necessarily just if A is greater than B, the bigger number is paired with that variable. It's longer in the x direction. All right, that was a lot of information, a lot of vocabulary. We'll start looking at some